Hello friends, welcome to my channel Power of AEM. In this video, we will talk about and learn about how you can create GraphQL queries. As you know, in this playlist, we have already discussed and learned about how you can set up the content fragment, how you can create content fragment models. Based on that, how you can create content fragments and leverage all those data on AEM website. That is one of the use case. And the second use case, if you want to expose data of content fragment to outside of AEM, then how you can use the queries. So this session is all about that. So let's quickly check out how you can create the queries so you can expose data of content fragment to outside of AEM environment. This is our first screen of AEM or home screen of AEM. So what you need to do, you need to go in the tools and go inside the editor, because editor is something where we can create and run our queries. Make sure you are selecting the correct endpoint. If you are not able to see your endpoint, please do check out the previous video where we have discussed about how you can set up the endpoint. I have already created some queries for you. For example, if we are talking about variations, or let's talk about a simple one. For example, if we want to showcase the data, how many different vehicle we are having. So how you can create a query. Once you are creating a new query, you will have only the comment outlines, as you can see this highlighted one. In order to start writing your own query, you need to start with the braces and you need to write the list, because I want to show the overall list of vehicle. So I'm just saying I want to show the list of vehicle, and this list of vehicle, that I want to show some information like interior. So which type of interior information I want to show, that I'm typing here under the item. So item is something which I want to add in my uh, overall list. So if I'm having information like this, and if I created a query like this and want to execute that, hit this play icon button. It will show you the information. This is a vehicle list, the structure that I created here. In the same way, under that I do have items, and under items I want to show interior. So in the interior I was having two different model or fragments, and that is the reason it is showing here. So if I quickly check and can show you like how different fragments I have created on the interior. So this is the interior one, and I'm showcasing that in my list. Where is that? Here. So it is showing the interior information. At any point of time, if you want to add some more elements in it, you just start typing it. And if you are not aware of how many different elements we are having, click on the docs option on the top right and start typing your model name, as this is the interior one. So you just start typing interior, and it's visible here, interior model. Click on that. You can see all the fields. I have already used airbags and has ventilated seats. If you want to show child safety lock, what you need to do, you need to go in the next line under the elements only and start typing the name, element name, and you can see it's appearing here. So just select that. Similarly, you can add more items in your query. So once you are adding or new fields here or removing any existing one, just quick run that and can check out is that visible or not. Yes, it's appearing here. So this is how you can add your list. If you are having, I do have only one fragment in my section. That is the reason it is not showing multiple. But if you are having multiple, it will show you multiple options here. This is one of the case how you can add the list. Now let's talk about the overall vehicle list, because vehicle is having multiple lists. And I do have already added something like vehicle image and the engine information, the fuel information, and interior information, because in previous video, I have already explained my vehicle is containing some fragment references like engine, fuel, and interior. So I added all these information here, as you can see. And if I run that, you can see it is showing first related to the car A, and it is showing all the information about the car A, like which type of engine. As you can see, the first information is related to the vehicle image. Image is here. All the URLs like author URL, publish URLs that you want to showcase at front of or with any external system, they can easily consume the publish URL. Or if you are having any different URL, you can also modify that and show in your data. What could be the height and width that you want to provide to the external system that I have already added here. And after that, I do have engine information. As you can see, engine information is here, then fuel, then interior, everything is here. Similarly, if you look at the another information which is related to car B, earlier we were showing a car A information, and now all the information related to car B is available here. So this is how you can create a list, and if you are having multiple fragments, you can showcase all the information to external system how to expose your data. That is in our hand how we want to limitize our field in order to showcase to the external users. You can create different multiple queries where you can take a decision. I do not want to show a fuel type or price or some any additional information of my product. That is always in your hand while designing the queries. What will happen in the similar case when you are exposing the data to external system, but you want to show a different variation to that system? So in that case, the vehicle list that we just discussed, it is showing the master data. But if you want to show any variation in that case, you just need to add the variable like variation mx, because in one of the card or one of the fragment, we are having a variation with the name of mx, which we discussed in the previous video. So do check out that. But if you want to showcase any variation information to external system, then make sure you are adding field like this, and rest other elements will be same as the list one. So if I run this, you can see it is talking about master variation is master, but on the other hand, it is also talking about the variation is mx. So it means you are also displaying the variation mx, and this is how you can display your information, mx information. And if you notice that car B is showing just one variation, which is mx. However, car B is having just master, car A is having master, so it is showing only the master. So this is how you can limitize which type of data or variation you want to showcase to the external system. Eh, So that is how you can take a decision. And if I go back to the playlist or the master list of the previous one, here you can see the car B was showing the master variation data. So you can take a decision while designing your queries, which variation and which type of elements you want to showcase through your queries. And once you are done with the development of the query, make sure you are making it published, because you are working on your authoring tier. This query should be available on your published tier. So make sure you are making or hitting the publish button. So in that way, you can expose your data through your published tier. Once you are clicking on this icon, like this globe icon will be available at front of the query or just before of the query. So it will be an easy indicator for us this query is published. The rest other queries are not published. So this is how you can quickly check. For example, you are developing or creating the queries, but you did lots of changes and you are not sure what changes you did previously. You are not able to recover that or recall that. So a history option is available. You can click on the history option and you can check how many different times I did changes. Uh, and make sure once you are creating a new query, for example, if I'm clicking on the plus icon, As you can see, all fields are with the hash or commented out. You can add your new line here like this and create your query like vehicle vehicle list, something like that, vehicle list mx and something like this. So you can start typing your query. Vehicle list mx. Right, so you can start typing your queries something like this, then items, and you can start adding it. And as you can see, it is showing me some uh, error, syntax error. So make sure you are not having any syntax error, otherwise it will not be executed and you will get error like this. Once you are done with your development or creating of the query, save this query. And once you're clicking on the save, it will ask the name of the query. Once you save that, it will be appear on the left side. So this is how you can play around with the queries. And at any point of time you want to explore which type of model is having which type of element, you can simply go here and can check. For example, fuel, you can just select that. All the fields will be visible to you. So this is how you can design your query and create your query, run query uh, on your editor section, and by leveraging that you can check out which type of data you are exposing. Once that is exposed, for example, this is the published one, you can click on the three dots and copy the URL. Once you're copying this URL and placing that in on the browser, the same data that you are having on your editor on the right section, the same data you can see on your browser as well. So this is how your content will be exposed to the external system. The other way could be you can expose your content fragment data through your asset API, and this is how you can expose the data. So what you need to do, you can leverage the asset API, which is again one of the feature providing by AEM. So by leveraging that, you can expose the content fragment data, but you need to add model.json at the last or after the path of your fragment. So it will showcase all the information that you are having in your fragment. So either way you can go with, but the more controlled way, or the if you want to cache the queries in order to show a faster result, then persisted query or GraphQL queries will be always helpful for you. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe my channel, and if you have any open question, please share in the comment box. Thank you.